Welcome to Social Media Success Real Estate Talks with your host, Shelley Costello. This is the place where real estate agents collaborate on the latest tips, trends, and information on how to position yourself to become a subject matter expert and a confident, irresistible brand on social media. Let's face it, social media is becoming increasingly pivotal to real estate. As more consumers move their home search online, they're also counting on social media to help them find an agent who can land them the home of their dreams or get the price they need to close a sale. Realtors need to learn how to get away from the traditional mindset and differentiate themselves from the crowd. Learn how to get results with targeted real estate marketing. Know your sweet spot and work it. Become as tech savvy as your clients. Learn about content curation and leveraging technology. Find out how agents flourish on social media right here on Social Media Success Real Estate Talks, where real estate agents talk.
Yo!
Welcome, everyone, to this week's podcast with your host, Shelley Costello. And if you've been reading the promos I've been putting out, today we have a great topic to discuss. So I hope that all the real estate agents are listening in, and this is a topic that is important to you, as it should be, regarding your reputation online. So anyway, we have a great topic today. If anyone would like to call in or ask questions, you do have the availability to use the back phone line and call in at 646-787-8127 and join the conversation. So today, this is really important. I want to get into it. And first of all, introduce myself. My name is Shelley Costello, and I am the CEO of Creative Web Concepts USA. And we are a full technology, marketing, and social media management company for real estate, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, and any industry that is governed by Financial Services Department of Professional Regulation, the National Association of Realtors, the Department of Professional Associations. So any industry basically that's governed by a governing agency, we are experts at taking care of your online presence and your social media. So today we're going to talk about something that's really important, and we're going to talk about 6 ways that you can gain social proof and establish yourself as a real estate expert. So in today's world, everybody is out there online trying to promote themselves as someone or another, something, they're always labeling themselves something, and they're trying to gain popularity online. They're trying to gain notoriety, and their version of social proof of whatever they're trying to be. So, and there's a lot of people doing that. In the real estate industry, the mortgage brokerage industry, it's really important that professionals understand how to put out and gain social proof, credibility, establish credibility, and place yourself as the real estate expert in your area and in your industry. So why would that be important to a real estate agent or a mortgage broker? Let me give you 3 reasons why this is important, and then you'll know why you really need to listen to the details. So the first reason this is important is because it's your business, number one. And you want to increase business, and you want to get your pipeline, your mortgage pipeline, and your real estate closing pipeline filled up for the end of the summer before the holidays. And agents and mortgage brokers, we're halfway through 2017. And if you don't already have like loans in your mortgage pipeline or contracts or closings coming up, we're going to come upon the holidays soon, and your end of year may not close out with as many closings, right, as you expected. So can you agree with me there? So it's important that whatever you did, actually, you should be doing from January to June and not picking it up at the last half of the year. But it's okay because it's not too late for you. So this is why it's important for you to be the industry expert in your area. The second reason is because you need credibility. People are looking to you as the expert in real estate, and they're looking for credibility, consistency, reliability. They're looking for honesty. They're looking for integrity. And if you don't have social proof of these things, in this day and age, in the digital landscape in which we are in, if you don't have social proof, digital proof, technology proof, you don't have proof. I'm just getting real with you. You know me, I like to keep it real. I don't like all the fluff. I get real with my agents and my brokers in my coaching calls because that's just the truth of the matter and how it's going to be going into 2018 and into 2020. If you've read the stats from some of the industry leaders, even from the platform CEOs, from Mark Zuckerberg down to all the company heads, that come 2018, 19, and 20, if you're not positioned yourself in the position of being an expert out there with some type of platform that you have developed to share your message with people, you won't have any social proof or social identity at all and credibility. So let's go on, because I don't want to miss the time, but I just want to share why this is so critical, really. I mean, why this is vital, unless, of course, you're an agent, and there are some who like real estate as a hobby, right? And they want to do a few closings for friends and family, and they're not really interested in, really getting out there and making it. But the rest of you, I know, really need business. And in my coaching calls and my coaching programs, we really help get you and establish yourself at a place that you're no longer out there chasing down business. You actually become the hunted. People follow you. People see you in your social identity and your social proof, and they want to come after you because they're attracted to what you are portraying and who you are portraying yourself to be, okay? So let's get with these 6 ways, shall we? Number 1, you have to have your social media platforms. That's it. So if you're not going to do number 1, it's just time you can hang up the call or shut off the video. We actually have 4 means of technology running right now. So we're running this through Blog Talk Radio Live, which is we have on Spreaker, which will be syndicated over to iTunes. You can now hear my show, Real Estate Talk, on iTunes on your iPhone. Also, we are live on video, so video cameras are going too. So I want to get this message out. So by telling you that, I'm showing you platforms. You don't actually have to have a podcast, but you need to find platforms and ways that you can share your story. Your story is your business. Your story is your marketing pitch. So, but number 1, you need your platforms. So you have to set up a Facebook page. Realtors, agents, mortgage brokers, you need a page. You desperately have to have a Facebook, a LinkedIn, and a Twitter. If you don't do anything else, that's okay. You don't need all these. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to spread yourself thin. You really need to be showing houses. So if you are a busy realtor, you need to know when to outsource these services because they could take quite a bit of time. But you need to have your pages set up. You have to have that place where you're going to go to. And when you get to that place, if you build it, they will come, right? But if they come and you don't have anything to offer, they're going to leave. And if you don't have anything to offer, they're not going to choose you to do business with. They're going to select the next real estate agent that has a social presence. So that's something for you to think about. So you need to build your pages. You need to set them up correctly, okay? So I'm going to share a few horror stories. I've seen real estate pages. Actually, let me just tell you, I've seen it all. I've seen pages that agents have set up, and they don't even have a banner at the top. And when you go to the About Me, there's not even a way to contact them. There's no information. And you need to have your page set up. But you need to be approachable and people to contact you. Now, I had another agent that said, no, I'm really low-key, so just put me out there, but don't put my contact information. Well, how would somebody contact you about doing real estate if you want to be incognito or behind the scenes or invisible on social media? So those are some little things you need to watch out for. You have to want to put yourself out there, and your pages need to be set up correctly. You need to have your phone number, your website, your email. You also have to put in there on your pages and your profiles your real estate, what areas you work in. It's so important. Don't just put I'm a real estate agent. You have to have the areas. Also, realtors, I will tell you, if you have any special designations, like if you have a military designation, a seniors designation, a luxury trained home buyer or seller's designation, you need to have that in there. A luxury home buyer who goes to a page, a profile, and sees that are going to want to work with a luxury trained agent than a regular agent. So you need to make sure your profiles are correct and filled out, okay? So especially on LinkedIn, let me address this, okay? LinkedIn is like the biggest one of all your platforms, okay? Facebook is too, don't get me wrong. I mean, we all need to put the proper emphasis on Facebook and give it the credit it deserves. But let's not overlook for the industry professional and finance professionals and realtors the power of LinkedIn, okay? So you need your LinkedIn profile really well done. My LinkedIn profile is actually my company sales brochure. Have you ever, just if you would in your mind's eye, if you're not at your computer, just kind of picture with me for a moment your LinkedIn profile? You know, like when you go in your profile, there's a summary, and it asks you all the things you've done, like back to high school, basically, but you don't have to do that. But if you did mortgage 10 years ago, you got out of it, did real estate, you're doing mortgage now, you have a combined experience level of maybe 15 years. And if you're just doing something now that you've been in for 2 or 3 years, you actually have longer longevity as far as knowledge. So you want to make sure that that is filled out, I mean, all the way as far as you can. Make sure your education, and if your college education is there, and also make sure your designations are there. My LinkedIn profile, people call us for business. I am the brand of my company, Creative Web Concepts USA. But people call and say, do you have references? And I said, I certainly do. Just go to my LinkedIn profile. There's over 600 recommendations in the area of marketing, digital marketing, social media, real estate marketing, and real estate coaching. So I send people there. My LinkedIn summary or bio, if you will, or the detail summary about me goes back like 20 years, you know, when I did marketing for a title company, did compliance training, RESPA training, marketing to realtors. So people know that there's that industry level experience, and they want to see that. LinkedIn is really important. LinkedIn should be your company sales brochure. LinkedIn should be your personal resume. LinkedIn is where professionals, lenders and bankers will come to look and connect. You can connect with lenders there, bankers, mortgage people, everybody on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is not the place where you take a picture of lunch, okay, and put it on your LinkedIn profile. No food. Guys, no foodie. LinkedIn is to be a little bit more professional, and I know they want it treated that way, although the platform itself has gone through some visual changes to give it more of a social feel. But it still needs to remain professional. So anyway, like I said, just make sure that that LinkedIn summary is really detailed. It marks and shows your past experience. That's what's really important. And don't leave any empty boxes. Don't make people wonder what you did during 2 years of a lack of employment or in business. Don't make them wonder. Tell them, okay? And that's really important. Okay, number 3, accolades, awards, and special training. Oh, I can't tell you how important this is for you. If you have accolades, awards, if you're an award-winning realtor, if you're a $1 million producer, if you've got these awards behind you, do you know what that tells the public? Again, we're talking about the 6 ways to gain social proof, social credibility, and establish yourself as a real estate expert in your area. People want to do business with the real estate expert who's got all the awards, right? Or who has accolades, or you've won, sold so many homes, you're the GO producer with your particular brokerage, whether it's Century 21, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, and I have agents from them all. But whatever it is, you want to share that. Bragging rights? Absolutely. An agent said one time, well, I don't really want to, like, brag on social media. And my response is, why not? You should brag. This is your social proof. And this is what attracts people. Let me just give you this. I can assure you that consumers online are looking, and of course we know Google is confirmed that home buyers, 90% of home buyers start their home buying search on the internet, so we know that. People online are not going to be attracted to someone who has no social life on the internet. They're not selling homes. They're not busy. The last time they posted on their page was 6 months ago or a year ago. So people are not going to want to do business with an agent who's not active and showing that they have awards and they're busy, they're out there getting it, they're moving home. That's what attracts people, okay? So just keeping it real again, right? You know, I like doing that. So if some of these things are like, you're like, wow, that really hit home, good. I'm glad it did, because I'm your real estate marketing social media coach, and I want you to understand what will make or not make your business successful for the rest of 2017. And I know you had a goal this year. Maybe it was to do 40 closings, 50 closings, 30 closings, whatever your goal was. And I would ask you right now, have you met that goal? And a second question I would ask you, how close are you to that goal? And do you still need business from this date, July 31st, till the end of this year to close? On December 31st at midnight, I know how the program works. Do you still need closing to meet your goals? And that's what most of my coaching is to help you meet your goals. So you need to do everything you can and follow these 6 tips to gain social proof and credibility and establish yourself as a real estate expert on social media. We're going to hit number 4, okay? We did the accolades. Claim your spot. That's right. Claim your spot. You're out here mining and panning for business. Stake your claim, okay? If you don't get out there on the internet and stake your claim, I am Joe Smith, Keller Williams, #1 Realty in Atlanta, Georgia. I can sell your home. If you're not out there claiming your spot, staking your claim, your competitor is going to go stake that claim. Who calls you an expert? What is an expert? And let me ask you further. Who determines if you're an expert? You do? Let me tell you a short story. I tell everyone I'm a social media expert, a real estate social media marketing expert. And who thinks that I am that? I do. And who has given me a nationally renowned name or title of being a real estate social media marketing expert? I did. And how did that happen? Because I created it. I staked my claim. I stuck my flag in the ground. This is who I am. Put myself out there. I put that on my titles of who I am. And I got a platform to speak from. I'm doing podcasts. And I have training. And I have established myself as an expert. But now I have social proof all over the country. Well, we have clients all over the country and referrals, and it's grown into a company. But I have established the social proof and credibility I need to be that. You have to do that for yourself, is why I shared that with you, is you have to go out there and say, I am this. You have to label yourself on all your platforms, label yourself as that expert, and you determine you're the expert in your area. You have to position yourself. When you position yourself as the expert, you then can offer free information and make people follow you. If you give your advice and expertise away free, people will start following you from everywhere. I used to charge for my training classes. I do my social media tips for free. I want people to understand I have a wealth of knowledge, and I'm going to share it. See, I'm sharing these tips with you today. Do you see how this is working? You become the expert because you're pouring out information, valuable information to people to help them. That helps credit you as an expert. So you have to position yourself. And instead of chasing people down, if you position yourself to start giving, they're going to come to you. They're going to listen to your podcast. They're going to read your blog. I cannot overemphasize, agents, how important it is to have a blog. Please don't listen to people that tell you that blogs are not important anymore. Blogs are the most important thing you can do. Share information, articles, pictures, videos, blogs, everything. Blogs are so important, and they're so easy. So don't ever, that's a platform. You need a platform from which you can stand and speak from to people to share your industry information, okay? So let me get to number 4. Own your collateral, okay? So let me share a tip with you. I'm really giving you some very valuable information that I shared in my mortgage broker's coaching program. My coaching program is over $400 for the 90-day coaching. And I share a lot of these tips there, but I'm going to just give them away today to you because you need to hear this. You need to own your own collateral. First of all, quit sharing everybody else's things and giving them credit. Sharing other websites and information and other people's stuff, you're just giving it away free. It's giving you no credibility. So you need to write your own blog. You need a little template. Go to canva.com. It's free. Make a little background. Put your little photo in the corner, your name, top realtor in Atlanta, Georgia. Put a picture. Make a little template. And if you do nothing more than put a quote on it and put that on your page. It's a great visual, beautiful picture background. Your little picture is there for branding identity, your own collateral. It's called branding identity. And your logo, and every single piece of collateral, information, print, whatever you have that you use across the internet, visual videos, you need to have your branded collateral on there, showing that you're branded across your channels, and your headers on your images should all look the same. And you need to own that. Write an article. You could write a short article, make it a PDF, and you could actually upload that to Amazon as an ebook. How to buy real estate. Top 10 real estate for new home buyers. How about a new home buyer's tips? And you could write those tips, put them in a PDF. You could upload that to Amazon.com. And just because you've got your name associated with Amazon, right? People are like, oh, you got an ebook on Amazon, right? You're lifting yourself. You're propelling yourself to heights that people will give you credibility and notoriety for. And it's a simple little thing maybe that you wrote. Make sure your images are all branded. Own your collateral and make your collateral attractive. Nothing really costs a whole lot of money, and you can get on platforms. Most of the platforms you can use for free. You need to get a platform and establish one and establish yourself. Deem yourself the expert. Deem yourself the top person in your area and get credibility and social proof to establish yourself as an expert. Just an example, I put up several things on Amazon.com, ended up with just a Kindle book that went into paperback later, became a #1 international bestseller on Kindle, and just because of that piece of proof that was digital, it was a Kindle book, okay? I did not go to paperback print yet. It was just a Kindle uploaded to Amazon. I was called by Fox News. They said, we see you have a book and you're in Orlando, Florida. We'd like to have you as our social media strategist expert. And I had regular appearances on Fox News as their social media strategist. And they'd say, here's your book, and what's your book about? We see you're a #1 bestseller. And so that opened up to another opportunity to actually film a nationwide commercial on social media safety for families. So I'm saying this credibility, the reason I'm telling you this isn't really to brag, although I can, and you need to, but I'm trying to share with you where it leads. If you sit back and do nothing, you have nothing. You go nowhere. So just sharing those tips with you, they're huge. And so now I help agents, realtors, and mortgage brokers publish materials, publish books, and almost every single business person that I have published a small book for, a short read on Amazon, have become a #1 bestseller. So now I help industry people, mortgage brokers and real estate agents and anybody else in business, leadership coaches. I actually am a coach and publisher for one of the top leadership coaches for John Maxwell in the United States of America. So this is huge, that you can position yourself and get this kind of business and have people looking at you as a credible, reliable expert with social proof. And you can garner free media. I was thinking today, an article came up that I really wanted to share on one of my real estate agents, and I began to look through it, and the article was really great about facts and numbers, and it said, so we've asked so-and-so of Sterling Sotheby's about their area, and Mary said that, and the article plugged Mary from Sterling Sotheby's. And then on down the page, it plugged John at Century 21. And on down the page, it plugged another agent. So I wasn't going to put that on my agent's page as a story, although the story was really amazing. It was talking about facts and figures of the real estate market, because they had asked real estate agents to come in on the article and weigh in their opinion and get a little plug there. And so I've done that for the NAR. I was asked to come in and be the social media expert for the National Association of Realtors blog, where I was on an article about maintaining and what do you do about your negative reviews and online presence for real estate agents, and that was on the NAR. So just sharing with you that once you begin to establish yourself, credibility, you then will garner yourself media. You'll begin to position yourself and get public appearances, basically. Okay, let's move on to number 6. You need a platform, a blog, I say a podcast, a video series. Listen, if you have seen some of the videos I've seen, you would not hesitate. Okay, you do not have to be professional, all in a suit, and all, you're thinking you need a lot of equipment. I've got to buy a video camera, I've got to buy recording equipment, and I have to have this or that. No, you can do it with nothing. Let me tell you the best tool in the world. I'm going to show you it right here. See, I mean, it's a video camera. How many of you can tell me what this is? Yes, it's about 6 inches by 6 inches, and I will guarantee that every single American has one. See it? Yep. It's called a phone, a smartphone. You can run a broadcast, podcast, anything you want. Take pictures, video, live stream, Twitter stream, Periscope, chat, Snap, whatever. You can almost do anything on this little device. Isn't that amazing? You can touch the entire world with just this little device. You need nothing else. And in fact, plug in Apple, these make the best cameras in the world if you want to take pictures. So you don't have to go out and buy a lot of items. So those are the 6 tips today. I don't know if anything I said resonated with you all today, but I can tell you that everything I shared with you, is true. And the things I shared with you will help you take your business from where it is today and help you excel and propel it to a level ending this year and into 2018. And you know what you really should be doing with these ideas is we do. We have a planning session twice a year, but we'll be coming up having our planning retreat sometime in October, and our team and my company will get together and we'll start brainstorming for 2018. But you should begin to think, where do I want to be next year? At this time, where do you want to be? Where do you want your business to be on July 31st of 2018? And I will tell you, like they say, the quote is, and I had it here, by 2020, everything consumable on digital media will be video. And if you're not in that trend, you have to do something. I love Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, and most of you that know marketing and social media know Gary V, right? And his saying is, whatever you're going to do, you just got to do it. You got to get it done now. He's like a call to urgency. Pick up your phone and just speak into it now and start somewhere. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be, like trained in acting, and you just have to speak to people from your heart. Do you know that your story from your heart is your brand message? If you think you have to write some fancy message, you don't. Your story, your business story is your real, true, authentic self-story coming through. That's your story. And you build your business around your story. So anyway, I'm glad you all tuned in today. I hope these 6 ways and 6 tips to help you gain social proof and establish yourself as a real estate expert in your area were helpful to you. This is recorded. It will be on iTunes probably within 24 hours. It will be on YouTube. It's recording. And I've recorded it in this many directions so that you would have a reference back to this and that we could share this message. So again, my name is Shelley Costello. You can find me on my website at creativewebconceptsusa.com. You can read my bio and read what our company does. If you're looking to outsource your social media, of course, we can help you set up all the social proof and do it for you. But that's not really the nature of the call. I usually, when I do these training and free information calls, I don't do a sales pitch. This is not like one of those podcasts or a webinar that you get into, and at the end, it's a hard sell. Buy now, 50%. I don't do that. I share my coaching information for free, but our service is always available. So I just urge you now to look over the next 6 months Where do you need to be, and where do you want to be in 2018? So if you need to reach out to us, you can.